Hi, this is Max at Joker's Comedy Club here with our Zoomcast number 9 and this week's headliner Andrew Rivers and our featured performer Megan Gross. So
Hello.
guys, coming to Tri-Cities, excited.
Yeah, very exciting. Dreams come true. Three
You made
cities at
it.
once.
Very exciting.
Yeah. You got any impressions of Tri-Cities? You both, Megan, you've been here before, right? A couple times.
Yes. I adore the Tri-Cities. I feel like I'm a really big deal in the Tri-Cities. Usually when I'm there, I'm not kidding. I typically get about 28 friends that come out to see me in the Tri-Cities. And in Seattle, I don't get shit. I'm sorry. Are we not allowed to say that?
No, that's be a Facebook Zoomcast. So I can
Okay.
edit anything out too.
No, I did
Shit,
comedy
piss,
competition a while
cocksucker.
ago. I did 9 shows, and a girlfriend said, "I'm really, really sorry that I didn't make it to your competition." And it's like, which one of the 9 shows are you specifically sorry that you couldn't quite hit? And I'm not surprised. This is the same friend who can't make her 24-hour fitness membership work, so it's kind of par for the course. But I love Jokers. I always look forward to it.
We don't have, honestly, we don't have a whole lot of celebrities here in the Tri-Cities. I think that
Well,
one's
Megan's
general.
the big celebrity this weekend. That
Andrew
sounds great.
Rivers is a
I
big
don't think
celebrity.
I don't think anyone. I've probably played Jokers 10 times, and I don't think anyone comes back a second time. I don't think I'm popular. You know what's funny is too. I've never really explored the cities because all the activities are like wine tours or boating, and I
Yeah.
don't think the comedy club would appreciate if I just got wine drunk in the afternoon and then came and did a show at night. So
You don't do wine or water, you're not Jesus. What's that all about?
I'm working on the hairstyle, but other than that,
it's been done. His initials were Joe F, and he went on
oh
a
wow,
wine thing, and
sure.
he was comatose on the stage. So
Well, that's
so
just
that's
that's
been done.
pretty par for the course for him,
That's
from
been
what
done
I've
to
heard.
death. So don't try that at home. That's for
I
professional.
may be comatose on stage, but it won't be due to wine or excess water. So yeah.
Pretty close. And I have taken. I have a boat. It's a little like Sea Ray. It's nothing open bow, nothing big. But
Sure.
I did take a couple. Well, there's one comedian that she said on the TV. She was on the TV promoting the show and said, "Boys, anybody got a boat? I'd like to go out on that, on the river and stuff like that." So we did. And then she wasn't all that thrilled about it when she actually went out.
Actually, I can see a show called Rivers on the River. I mean, that could be a whole
Hey.
segment on its own, right?
Or yeah,
Well, listen, if I'm taking my shirt off on this riverboat tour, we're charging an extra cover. That's all I gotta say.
how about I got a great idea. Comedians in boats drinking beer. It's a natural.
Sounds
Perfect.
good. And
That's important to have negative role models. It's important.
yes,
So Max, you don't want us to get too plastered. So just the right amount, the magical amount of plastered, is that kind of the zone we're aiming
Yeah,
for?
just get right up to the edge where you're incomprehensible, and then
Just
we
before you throw up. That's
just
just
like
time to
16
stop.
or 17 drinks, and then that is the maximum. We don't want to get too out of control this weekend.
So, what do you guys been? How's comedy life been for you guys lately with everything going on? Andrew?
Go ahead, Andrew.
Oh well, I kept touring basically. Just went to Republican states and took whatever gigs I could get. And people ask me why I kept touring, and it's kind of a complicated answer, but I'll try and explain it. I heard this story about Jim Carrey early on in his comedy career. He wrote himself $1 million check and then post-dated it for several years in the future as a way to motivate himself to get famous. And then when the day came around, he was able to cash that check. And I did a similar thing. It's called credit cards. So when my job became illegal, I needed to pay some bills. But otherwise, we just did Zoom shows, which is fun. Zoom comedy is kind of like drinking non-alcoholic beer. You're like, it's not quite good, but the other thing might kill me. So this is a fine substitute.
So, have you reached your goal on your credit cards?
Yes, my goal. Well, I don't know if you call it goals, but
I think
but
they call
yes,
it a
I did hit
max,
the
actually.
the maximum.
Reporting Bureau,
The
yeah.
limit is what the bank calls it, but
So, we've all had to be really mindful about how we're living our lives and do things more efficiently. I've been cooking a ton. I figured out a few months ago I could be saving a ton of money every month on my home mortgage by switching to my boyfriend's house. So I did that. We've all had to just buckle down. Yeah. I see that Andrew's not been wasting a lot of money on haircuts. I'm glad to see that.
Absolutely. I saved like $2,000. Yeah.
Clubhouse. I've never heard of that. What is that?
It's one of these newfangled apps. It's mostly, I think it's just an audio only app, and people sort of make a hangout room. And from what I understand, it's like someone rents a hotel conference room and tries to sell you diet pills or something like that. But with Clubhouse, you can do whatever you want. You can do comedy. You can lecture people on racism or whatever's going on, and it seems to be an emerging app for up and coming artists now, even, which is great.
It's like life. There's everything there. I equate it to walking down a hallway in a Las Vegas hotel. Behind one door, you have people talking ghetto trash and smoking crack. Behind another door, you have an anesthesiology conference or astrophysicists discussing how to save the world. It's everything.
A card counting team in one suite.
Sure,
Mhm.
and people can all just gather, and then the comedy thing seems interesting because you can only hear people if they've been given access, so you're not getting a ton of like laughter and response unless everyone has their mic on, which is hard to trust the civilians with their microphone privileges. But
so similar to my comedy then.
yes, no laughter. And
Andrew talked about performing to 25% shows. That's like my zone. I mean, that's where I normally am at. So
yeah, exactly. I am a sellout comedian with a 25% capacity restriction.
Sold out. Yeah. That's what I thought when our first show. We had so many inquiries and stuff about the comedy that I was worried that I would go over it was 25% at that point. I was worried about going over the limit, but it didn't happen. And so that's why we're still doing these promotions here.
That's great.
So where are you at now in the Tri-Cities? Are you able to put in as many people as you can sell tickets to?
50%. Well, of course, in this room it's like 126. So we haven't come close yet. but we've had some good crowds. We've had some 60s, low 60s. So
all right.
Which is a nice crowd. We don't have.
What's crazy is, they don't even believe in COVID, so they're just not coming because they hate the comedians, which is.
In the past, when I've done jokers, I usually do it with Stephen Briggs, and he does this trick where he gets into town early and he gets onto Tinder and just starts. He gets carpal tunnel from waking up, flashing to the right as hard as he can. One night, I think he had 13 young ladies that were there at the show, which was brilliant for the show. It was a little tough after when we were saying goodbye to the guests and they were like sharks circling the table. I'm like, dude, you made this mess. You got to clean it up. Yeah.
Yeah. If I got on Tinder to try to promote my show, it would have the opposite effect. The women would not attend, and we would lose audience members that were planning on going. They'd be like, "Oh, we're gonna go, but we see this guy's coming. No, thank you."
Andrew, I saw something? Do you have a real cool girlfriend? Did you have a cool girlfriend or something like that? Who am I thinking?
Oh, I see what you're getting at here. One of my we never really officially became an item. We had a Tinder date, and she became the Bachelorette. If you're familiar with the TV show, it's she got on the Bachelor first, which is where they get like 40 women, and they make them live in a house and date one guy, and you're not allowed to have a cell phone, and you do all these challenges, and it's like Survivor, but they let them shave, I guess. So Yeah, so we've been friends for a long time, and she was kind of curious about comedy, and I was like, well, you got to start from the bottom, and you got to go to open mics and work your way up. And she was like, no, thanks, I'll just go be hot on TV. So things worked out great for her, and hopefully she'll be selling out arenas, and I can maybe get a guest spot on a show someday. But Katie Thurston, yep, that's a good friend of mine, and yeah, I'll just call her my girlfriend. It's the internet; you can lie, and no one will know the difference. So,
Yeah. Oh,
so that's the next bachelorette. She's like starting up. She was the baker from Renton. I love her.
She was the dildo girl. If anyone watched
Yes.
it, yeah.
I've never
Because like
watched The
Survivor, you get to
Bachelor
bring
before.
a emotional support item from home, and she brought a giant vibrator. So
well, that's very interesting. So
Max is weird scared right now.
you were, yeah, but you were the inspiration, and is she going to do kind of?
Yes, because she left my house so unsatisfied, she became the dildo girl.
You're what prompted her to buy that dildo in the first place?
I feel like she owes me royalties, you know. I made her career happen. So she's great. She's very funny. I think the premiere of the show is in June 6th or something like that, whatever that Monday is. Coming up, I think, in a week. So tune into ABC. Hopefully she name drops me or something on television.
I take it you're not one of the contestants.
These shows.
You're not one of the bachelors.
No, you know what? I just got a email. I'm in the running for a new dating show. It's actually for Discovery Channel, and it's called Mating Season. They're trying to do some. You can't make this up, but they're trying to do some like Animal Kingdom twist on dating reality shows. And so when I was talking to them, they're like, it's going to be more nonverbal, like the Animal Kingdom. And I was like, oh, so you want me to like pee on her leg or something like that? And so I don't think I'll be on the show after the joke, but you know, I'm in the running still. I got a Zoom call scheduled for Monday, and we'll see.
Wow. You thought Naked and Afraid was bad. This is
yeah,
taking
well,
it to a whole new level.
Naked and Afraid describes most of what happens after my comedy shows. So go back to the hotel room and cry myself to sleep, but not at Joker's because it's going to be a great time.
Wander the hallways.
Absolutely.
So can we invite our friends and family out this time?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Depends how cool your family is, but bring them out.
Megan, you're doing much decorating now, or you can come and decorate this place? Maybe give me a few hints.
Absolutely, I would be happy to. I would be happy to. Yeah, no, I am.
Yeah, the old '80s carpeting in the Joker's casino could use a retrofit. Maybe we work that into your contract sometime.
Yeah,
there you go. No, I mean, we can certainly talk about options, and if it doesn't work as far as the budget, then you just install dimmers and then serve more drinks, install dimmers, and then the problem kind of just goes away.
Dimmers, yeah. One of the comedians said that looks like our carpet in the club looks like somebody is designed to hide the throw up. Is what it said.
Which probably maybe is the case, right?
That might be, yeah.
That's a good dating tip also for me. Just serve lots of alcohol and insert dimmers, you know?
No, every time I turn it a quarter turn, it's like you're getting cuter and cuter.
Same thing with the alcohol glass, just cuter and cuter and cuter.
Is there a limit?
My ex-husband drew the line when I wanted to put.
Well, great. We got a great show then with coming up with Andrew and Megan. It's Friday and Saturday night at 8 o'clock, and we'll see you there. Thanks, guys.